Hey Patreons, thanks for watching. This is Unleashed. If the video is a little slow, I apologize. My computer is it's full and it's telling me I do not have permission to delete anything off of it. It's not a work computer. It's my personal computer. I don't understand it. Working on rectifying that with a new computer at some point. But until then, sorry guys, this is what I got. As long as the audio sounds good, I guess that's really what should matter. I'm looking at it right now. Huge delay, huge delay. It's not even on Wi-Fi right now. This is just the delay. This technology sucks when it comes to me. So anyway, I wanted to bring this up because a bunch of leaks kind of dropped from episode 9. Whether you believe them or not, if they're accurate, who knows? We don't know. I mean, for me, they look accurate. We're going to talk about this on episode 116 of the Rebel Scum podcast, Brock and myself, which we should be recording on Wednesday. So you guys should hopefully get it around Thursday. But the thing for me that really stuck out on there, kind of disappointingly, was Richard E. Grant. And he's just a first order officer. And that's fine. It's not that I'm disappointed that he's playing a first order officer. It's just if he's just a first order officer in the way that we've seen, imperial officers in the past and first order officers now, it's just like, why not just tell us that from the get-go? Why keep that a secret? That's just not engaging, intriguing in any which way. It's, if they're just like, he's playing a first order officer, then we can all be like, okay, that's cool. What will his role be going forward? But instead, they keep it a secret just for the sake of keeping it a secret. It's kind of lame for me, to be honest. But again, it's not that the role is, it's just the secretiveness around what he's doing. It's just tell us that he's playing an imperial or first order officer. It's not that big a deal. But there's a few other things. The Rey's costume is one that definitely stands out. Very reminiscent of old school Luke Skywalker. Very reminiscent of maybe Leia. The all white. One thing that stood out, and I'll probably go in more into this with Brock. The one thing that really stood out was in Return of the Jedi, Luke wears all black with white underneath to show that, yes, because Lucas was very black and white. Black is bad, white is good, and that's just the way it was. And obviously, and Rey's been wearing gray in this new trilogy, but now she's donning all white. And I'm very curious if that's symbolic of anything, or if they just want to call it back and be like, oh, because she does look like a badass Jedi, but is that symbolic of her journey? Are they playing with us the way that Lucas did with Return of the Jedi? Does she have something? I mean, it's hard to hide black underneath the white, but is there something dark underneath? I'm guessing not at this point, but very curious, very interesting to see if that means anything, or if it was just a costume choice going forward. But the thing with George Lucas is, everything had a purpose. Black was black, like I said, that was bad, and white was good. Anyway, this Unleashed, mostly just want to talk about this bunch of rumors regarding the Lando Calrissian role. It said that Billy D. Williams does not have a large role in the film. Again, these are just rumors. And if you don't want to hear any of these rumors going forward, just don't watch this Unleashed. But again, the rumors, I don't know if they're accurate. I have no idea what's going on in this movie whatsoever. But they're saying his role is very, very minimal. And apparently at one point, C-3PO is going to be wearing Chewbacca's bandolier, which makes me a little bit nervous, and has his bowcaster. So R.I.P. Chewie, I guess. But my thing with Lando that I found intriguing was that they're saying at one point, Lando's going to be doing his own thing, and his daughter is in this and whatever. So maybe his daughter plays a role. I don't know. But it could be fun that this is how they get his daughter involved. And Chewie makes a deal with him saying, help out the Resistance and you can have your old ship, the Millennium Falcon, back. And he kind of agrees to get the ship back, and then the Millennium Falcon once again becomes Lando's, which I actually am very, very much in support of this happening. I love it because in Solo, obviously, we see that it starts off as Lando's ship. He loses it fair and square to Han Solo, and then it's Han's ship. Han's baby. Han is dead. Chewie, I mean, it might be Chewie's ship, but I don't think Chewie ever had that connection with the Falcon in the way that Han did, or the way that Lando did. Rey, Rey, it was a piece of junk to Rey, and she obviously came to like and admire it. But again, I think she recognized also that it was Han Solo's ship, and it seems that she'll be doing her own thing in this, in this film. So she'll be even less connected to the Millennium Falcon in that respect. And if you're going to wrap up this saga, and Lando is one of the him, you have Lando and you have Princess Leia, the only two living characters left. And and Leia, the Falcon and Leia, she never really cared for the Falcon that much. I mean, she would understand how much he meant to Han. But I think, the 20 years, 30 years that have passed since Return of the Jedi, maybe she just stopped caring about that ship. So going back to Lando, I think that would be very touching, very a great way. Don't kill Lando off, and then he can kind of end up with the ship, or maybe he gives it to his daughter, which is another moment that I wouldn't mind seeing happening in that film. Either way, I think the Falcon ending up with Lando, who, if you've seen the leaked the leaked pictures, he's wearing clothing reminiscent of Solo, a Star Wars story, which tying it all together is perfect. You have these Star Wars stories that are spin-offs, but the spin-offs still have to somewhat connect to the saga. And I think they're more powerful if they connect to the saga films, which is why Rogue One, which everyone knows I love Rogue One, missed opportunity, Kyber Crystal in Rogue One, Kyber Crystal in Last Jedi. These are not a missed opportunity, but I thought that's how they're going to tie things together. And I think if you do these, does it shrink the universe? Who cares? Star Wars universe, everyone's always like, it's shrinking the universe, it's shrinking the universe. From my point of view, the universe is very, very much a shrunken place. As big as the universe is, it's the Skywalker saga. It's all about these little Skywalker kids running around and having fun, and we're just watching this story about this group in this large galaxy, and everything should tie together, because that is actually what makes it more fascinating, which is why I think, I'll bring this apart in the podcast at some point, but the whole thing with Rey, and look, if you're into the Reylo thing, that's I'm not even against that, especially in this point, I'm not against that, but what I'm saying is Rey's connection with any of the characters, I think that's one of the fallbacks, like one of the things that pushes people away from Rey and this new trilogy as a whole, is like, why do I care? Why do I care about Rey? Because you can care about Kylo now because you know who his parents are. Finn, he was a stormtrooper, you can kind of care. But Rey, why do I care about Rey? If Rey's not a Skywalker, why do I care about Rey? And look, based on what she's wearing in these pictures especially, I really believe that we're going to find out why we're going to care about Rey really, really soon. But for now, our connection to the original trilogy is Billy D. Williams. That is, look, yeah, Carrie Fisher will have a somewhat role in this. It won't be, I shouldn't say strange. It'll be a little different though, for sure. It'll be something else. But Billy D. Williams, Lando, will be the only one that will be there, genuinely, physically there. And I really, Lando isn't a character so much like Luke or Han or Leia. Like, those are the big three, obviously. But Lando's a character that you have, and you want to do right by Lando so that you can do right by the original trilogy, and that would mean the Millennium Falcon and the future of the Falcon. I don't want to see the Falcon just get destroyed like all the Star Trek Enterprises over the past years. I want to see the Falcon either be retired or go off on vacation. Lando's like, we're going to go, and we're just going to go on a beach. Or like I said, his daughter Vera, I believe his daughter's name is Vera or Vera Dean, or I don't know. This is something like that. We'll find out at some point. It's probably Lily, because they like to go with flower names for the new characters. But let's say he gives it to his daughter. And then they're like, we're going to make a movie about his daughter, or a show on Disney Plus about his daughter. I'm all in. I'm very, very much confident that you guys are all in. So I just wanted to say that this rumor, if it happens to come to fruition, is something that I frankly am kind of stoked for, to be honest. I'm curious. This movie is just, I'm very, very curious the direction they're going to go. I'm very, very curious how many callbacks we're going to get. And I really, really hope they pull in all 9 movies together. I hope the prequels get something. I hope there's something for every Star Wars fan. I hope there's something, like, every Star Wars fan gets something out of this movie. And that is a feat. I don't know if you can pull that off. I don't know. J.J. Abrams is very talented, but can you pull that off? because Star Wars fans there's the original trilogy, there's a prequel trilogy, and now there's a sequel trilogy. There might be Resistance fans, Rebels fans, Clone Wars fans, droids, Ewoks. There's so many different fans, and to bring them all together will be an interesting and unique experience. JJ, let's see what you got. We don't even know what it's called yet. Rumor is that only J.J. Abrams knows. There was people bugging Pablo Hidalgo about how nobody knows the name of the movie, and he's like, it's a year away. Like, let's just chill. It's just the title. And this is why I was saying on the last podcast that the title for episode 9 for me, like looking around at it as a whole, was bigger than the end game title. The movie, I'm not saying it's going to be bigger, but the title itself is something that I think is bigger, because Star Wars titles are moments. January 23rd, 2017? That was a big day. That was like, oh, The Last Jedi. It's called The Last Jedi. No other movie has. No other movie is just like, well, this is the title, and people are like, oh my god, this should be a holiday. Only Star Wars. Anyway, guys, let me know what you guys think of this Lando Calrissian role in the comments below here, or on YouTube, or email us at rebelscumbags@gmail.com. Anything you want to hear me talk about on Unleashed, come here. Like I said, it's going to be like whatever news story kind of pops up. Multiple news stories. It could be. I'm just going to come on here once a week and do an Unleashed for you guys like that. We have the headcanon thing. That'll be whenever we have an idea. We'll probably just be like, Andrew, me, Brock, Rob, we'll have a phone call like, want to do a headcanon? Yes, let's do it. So that's how that's going to work. And Andrew and I will be meeting up once a week to do a Never Tell Me the Odds as well. So if you have any odds you want to hear, write it down or email us. Again, rebelscumbags@gmail.com. Comment here, comment on YouTube, wherever you want. And we'll talk about them, because we love talking about Star Wars. We're trying to give more to you guys on Patreon, because your support really, 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 really means a lot to us. And I feel like we haven't been doing enough for you. So I want to rectify that going forward. And I want to correct it and want to give you guys a lot of really cool, fun content. So the Rebel Scum podcast will be available on all YouTube and on Patreon as always, but these shows will just be for you guys, and we're really going to ramp these ones up. You'll see a Flying Casual probably on the YouTube channel every once in a while. Andrew's going to do some Flying Casuals when he has something he wants to say, but for the most part, we're going to keep things right here on Patreon between us, because we love having you guys on. You mean a lot to us, and we love talking Star Wars, and we know you guys appreciate Star Wars. So thanks so much for watching, guys, and you were always scum.
Hey scumbags, thanks for watching. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up on our video. As always, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Rebel Scum Podcast, for all the latest videos.